find us. Here we are. Got everything
Okay.
turned down.
Nancy and I are live. Hello, everybody. Happy
Hi.
Monday. Um, Hi, Nancy. How are you?
I am very well, thank you.
Nancy has had a busy day doing readings. You are all over the place,
I seem to
it
be. I just
seems.
sort of bounce from one place to another.
Remember when we were younger and they say follow the bouncing ball?
Yes.
As you're singing, it's like follow the bouncing Nancy. Where is she going today? But no, I
uh,
love to see that you're getting out there more. You're doing readings on other channels. It's lovely.
mhm.
It's good to
I'm
see.
enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, and Jackie, I do hope you can join us. Yeah,
That would be lovely on a
have a good
Monday.
time. Yeah, yeah.
Just let me know. And Dolly, Wolf Girl, she's waiting to get that surgery scheduled for her shoulder. They still haven't scheduled one for her yet. But she
Oh,
says as soon as that gets settled and she gets a date and she's had the surgery done or knows when it's going to be done, she said she will be joining us. And that
oh,
is going to be a fabulous show too,
oh,
because
yes, yes.
Dolly is straight up, you know,
She's wonderful.
the Nordic and the Scandinavian. It's the whole Freya and Odin, and I just would love to learn more about um, those gods and goddesses as well, because I just recently discovered within the last 5 or 6 years that we've got Scandinavian in our family, and my sister's like, I didn't know about that, and I said neither did I. So yeah, it's
I'm
amazing
making
what you learn.
myself one of those DNA kits
That's how I found out.
for next Christmas, maybe. You know.
Yep. I keep an eye sometimes. Ancestry.com has them on sale. Usually they'll do them like for like $79 instead of 99, but I think there are times when they'll sneak a little, or you could get like a coupon or something that
Mm-hmm.
you can apply for that. And yeah, I was like, what, 4% Middle Eastern, where did this come from? you
Yeah.
know and I thought my Irish was a lot higher. I mean, still 6%, but I thought it was at least 10, 12% or more. And so you learn a lot about yourself with
Well,
these
I was
DNA
told that
tests.
that I'm like Scotch Irish, so I don't know.
Well, you take this test, you might find out more than you thought,
That's right.
because
That's right.
yeah. And people thought, we were supposed to have Native American in our family. And when I had the test, it showed, 0%. But then I found out too that there are some, there's not, the DNA isn't all included in these, for these places that do them. So there very well may not be a type of DNA from possibly a
Oh,
family or a tribe that got extinct.
yeah.
I don't say extinct, but were wiped out because of the settlers and everything. There were a lot of tribes and nations that, ended up, just dying out because of that. So who knows?
Hey, Care Bear.
Care Bear, Karen, and Karen is going to be joining Jackie, Rain, and I tomorrow for our Tarot Talks Tuesday. So looking forward to having you on, Karen, and you'll have to join Nancy and I too on a Monday. And Jackie says, I'm adopted. Oh, wow. So Jackie, that would be interesting if you were to have that done.
Yeah.
That would be very cool. I just love your last name too. Jacaranda. It's kind of like you did the rolls. It makes it sound sexy. I'm Jackie. Jackie Jacaranda. If you're nasty. I had to do that from the Janet Jackson. And that's Miss Janet. If you're nasty. So yeah, everybody. I've had some coffee. I have a little bit of caffeine, and it's been a long day. I got to go to the park for a little bit today with the weather being nice.
Oh,
And I took some pictures, and it was a little chilly. It was 50 degrees, but the sun was out. And I got us each a donut, and we got something to drink and Shan some coffee. We sat there by the river, and then I said, oh, let me go walk some of this off, and walked up and down a little bit and got some fresh air. So that was wonderful. It's not my real name, but still, you can just own it. Like I'm Bond, James Bond,
yes.
Jackie Chakaranda.
No.
We're nasty. Own it, girl. Play with it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was a beautiful, lovely day. Lots of fresh air. I know I'm going to sleep a little extra better tonight because of that. And
Mhm.
hello, Fatima. And for those who celebrated Easter yesterday, I hope everybody had a blessed Easter. And here's another young lady we need to have on, and she can share with us. Now, Kristen, tell me how to pronounce it, how to say it properly. The pantheon that like you and Dolly follow. Is it Nordic? Is it Scandinavian? What would be the proper term? It's not, is it a Satru, or is this something a little bit different? Because I can never remember how to properly name the like Freya and Odin. Norse. Thank you. So they follow the Norse pantheon gods and goddesses. So
Kristen, I'm so sorry that we weren't able, that you had to leave and we weren't able to do a reading, with message from your mother. Um, I'm sure that the next time Ginger and I are on, if you're in the chat, she'll do you
mm,
first. Because I had already pulled cards, and you know, I was so sorry that you had to leave, but it'll be
oh, she
another
says
time.
no worries. Oh,
Yeah.
yes. And we can also pull some cards for you too today, Kristen, if you would like. Nancy says she's got a little bit of energy for a couple like little card pulls, but we've got some wonderful things to share. Nancy got some cards today,
Oh
but
yes,
Kristen,
I don't have enough cards, and I thought I needed to get some more. Just no, Hay House was having a sale, so I got 4 decks.
wow.
Um,
And as Gerald would say, know your limits, purchase responsibly.
yeah,
But you know, if you can do it and you have
I
fun,
got 4 decks for $50.
mm, and sometimes that's how much it costs just for one.
I know. So, and they were decks that I really wanted to get. But I thought, maybe I would show them to you if y'all are interested. But
I'm
if
interested.
okay, well, let's see what we have here.
And
Yeah.
it's nice because you don't have to go to a place like Timu or look for people on Amazon that do the bootleg decks
Well,
that are
okay,
you hear you got
I used to
authentic,
order
legitimate.
stuff on Temu, not cards,
Yeah.
not cards, and I got some really good deals on some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But my daughter-in-law sent me a link that it was on, I think it was on ABC News or CBS News, that when
Mm.
you download the app, they have some kind of something that they can get into your phone.
Yeah, a lot of
Stuff on
these
your
apps
phone.
do. So you gotta
And
be careful.
and I always paid for things through PayPal, so I didn't have my financial information, like in my phone. But anyhow, so I deleted the app because but
Yeah.
I always, like if I got something and it didn't fit, they just say, "Well, keep it and give it away to somebody, and we'll give you the credit for what you paid for it." They did that several times.
Wow.
So, but anyhow, no more, no
Yeah.
more.
I know Sherry Voices from the Swamp absolutely loves that website. Usually she goes, look at the ring I got, look at this pretty necklace. And like I
Yeah.
even got the earrings on Sherry. And she's like, yeah, sometimes I wake up in the morning and realize I ordered something at night. And she goes, I don't even remember doing that. And I'm like, girl.
Well, now you have to be
That's
so
funny.
careful. I
Yes.
ordered a deck from Amazon. I got this that I absolutely love.
Oh, I
But
have that deck.
it was only $16.99. And I was afraid it was going to have one of those things on it,
Mm,
but it's got a barcode. I mean,
yep.
it's not one of the knockoffs.
Yeah, you can go under the description and I think it shows that
It did.
underneath it, it'll say,
It didn't have anything like that, and I
oh,
was
because they'll let you know.
afraid. I thought, well, I won't even take it out of the shrink wrap if it has one of those little things on it, and I'll
Yes.
send it back, But anyhow, so I was
Those
glad that
QR codes, in case people aren't sure what
yeah,
we're talking
QR.
about. It's not the scan barcode. This is what's known
Yeah,
as an ISBN number. So when you see this is legit.
yeah.
When it's the Q Coke, they have you put up
Uh-huh.
to your phone and stuff, and they say, well, to get information on the deck, just scan this QR code on your box. Then you're all like, nope, ding, 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 ding. Those are the red flags right then
Yeah,
and there.
yeah, yeah.
So, and she says I have it too. So, yep. So, what decks did you get, Nancy?
Well, the first one that I got was the Angel
Here,
Answers
let me put
by,
you in here.
by
There we
Radley
go.
Valentine, and it's got it has like yes and no answers and things like that. Like the first one says a year from now,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought this would just be nice sometime to if somebody has like a specific question as
Mm-hmm.
far as time goes. But and I
Oh, I'm
got
always asking those.
Kyle Gray's Angel Guide Oracle.
Yeah,
And
he's very popular.
it says on the inside, I love his YouTube channel. Thank you, angels, for reminding me of your presence and for revealing to me what I need to know. I'm willing to listen and receive, and so it is. And the cards are colorful and pretty.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say they're very vibrant.
There are two decks the two other decks that I got. I was really excited about though. The first one was the Priestess of Light Oracle. And on the inside of the box, it says, become your own priestess of light, celebrate your eternal power in the sacred ceremony that is your life. I love that.
I've seen some of those cards are beautiful.
The cards are absolutely beautiful.
And Jackie says he's nice to look at too. I'll take your word. Oh, yes, I've seen those. That's on my list.
They're really beautiful. Look at this one, Shamanic Journey.
Oh, on the horse.
Yeah, and I love the muted tones. Now this one is in blue. I think this is Soul Radiance.
Oh no, my mouse died.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think this is the back of them. But I like that.
Kristen Louise says she's considering that deck too.
It's really beautiful, and the guidebook has really good messages. It has like, this is the one on friendship, and then at the very end of it, it has like an affirmation. So I like that. And then
really quick, Nancy, before we go on, anybody watching playback or coming into chat, if you have not subscribed to Nancy, this is her link. She's only a couple away from 700 subscribers.
Yeah.
So let's help Nancy get up to 700. Thank you, Jackie, for putting that in the link in the chat, and the link is also in the description. Alrighty, back to our normally scheduled program. There we go.
Okay.
All yours.
This one, I was very excited about this one.
Oh.
The Chinese 5 Elements Oracle. And this is the back. There's some dragon energy going on.
Pretty.
And it just has the like the firebird, seek and ye shall find, under the energy of fire. Then here's the earth horse. And the messages are really cool. The water snake. Sneaky snake.
I know nice snakes.
Yeah. And here's an earth monkey.
Aw. I'm supposed to be a metal dog.
There's also metal. There's metal in here. Here's the wood horse. Let me find a metal card. Just a minute.
Because Allison says, you and I were born the same year, Heather. She goes, so we're both metal dogs. I'm like, rock on.
Okay, metal. There's a I think there's a metal dog in here. Just a second.
I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't, because of it being part of the whole yeah, it's just so many different traditions. You have the Vedic and what Michelle Marie knows and understands about, the Vedic and all the signs. And then you got, the real sky. And then you have the Chinese. And then, of course, you do have like your Celtic and, astrology as well. So there's so many different ways of looking at the sky. And
here's the metal dog.
Birth.
You're a metal dog, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's read what it says, okay? We'll find out all about you, Heather.
Oh boy,
Let's see, 47.
the secret's going to get out now.
Okay. Oh, simplify your life.
Oh, I love chow chows. Oh, my Piper was a pork chow.
Oh,
Oh, that's wonderful.
this is what it says. Um, One of the 10 spiritual pillars, the metal dog, highlights someone who's equally connected to spirit and skilled in business strategies. Highly confident in themselves, they may not always acknowledge or recognize that a big reason for their success comes from their sharp intuition and guidance from spirit. They're naturally a pro at sniffing out upcoming trends and enjoy digging deep into their research, so much that they can easily get caught up in their brilliant mind and lose track of time. Fortunately, the dog, as a yang earth sign, has the discipline and determination to manifest their goals, while yang metal in the heavenly frequency helps the dog release what doesn't serve. This card is a reminder to simplify one or more aspects of your life, whether it's your to-do list, your routines, or the ways of living. And most important, simplify your thought process. More isn't always better. You're so blessed with options, but they're also the very things slowing you down and preventing you from moving forward. You may view them as obstacles instead of choices when you can't see the road ahead. It's time to clear those distractions from your heart and mind and clarity like simplicity. Instead of overthinking, use your intuition when weighing your options, as opportunities won't stay around too long. Be discerning with what you feel, your mind, and how you spend your energy and time. Clear your schedules and focus on your priorities and necessities. Enjoy the beauty and ease and simplicity. Then the message from heaven is, since metal is associated with grief, let go of what brings you down and help you simplify. And the message from earth is, the dog is a yang earth sign, which is associated with the stomach and is highly intuitive and patient by nature. Trust your gut and bide your time wisely. So it goes into a lot of depth,
Wow.
So I don't know what I am. How would you find out? Like,
that's what Jackie asked.
You're a metal dog. I mean, how do I? Let me just look real quick.
Well, I found out a few years ago because there's their website you can go and you can punch in your date of birth and stuff, and they'll tell you. I just knew that I was a dog, and I didn't know. Because someone asked, well, what, are you metal, wood? I'm like, I have no idea. And Allison was like, well, we were born the same year, Heather, weren't we? And I said, yeah. And she goes, well, that we would be metal dogs. I'm like, oh, okay. So. Oh, and Kristen says she just found out. Oh, I'm a fire snake.
Oh, how did you find out, Kristen?
There is websites. Google, and there are websites to look it up, and it's 100% free to do. Hello, Shazad. Welcome.
Okay. Well, I'll have to do that. We all have to find out what we are.
And I'm going to put you back over here. There we go. Let's balance.
I don't need to be embiggened. But those are the decks that I got.
Wow.
So.
And I love chows. And oh my God, and I was just watching a documentary on Georgia O'Keeffe before coming on, and she loved chows. She had 2 of them.
Did she?
And I always love the fact that she had chows. So
yeah,
very nice. So I got a new deck too this week. I treated myself. It was either I can spend an extra 15 and get the big book and the bigger deck, or just be happy with the smaller one. And I was happy with the smaller one, but I am going to need to get the bigger one because the artwork is just so incredibly detailed and beautiful. I wanted to kind of treat myself because we kind of found out last week we didn't get the apartment pretty much. So I want something to cheer myself up. And so I was looking at YouTube videos, and it was interesting, Nancy, because I was actually looking up the Healing Light Tarot by Christopher Butler, who did the deck that you just got the Hecate in. Yeah. You're still going to share that though, right? Do you want to go first?
Yes. I forgot about that. Oh, pardon me?
Do you want to go next with that?
No,
okay.
Yeah.
So I was looking at his going, yeah, I would like to get that deck. And then I was going, then they were showing, well, look at this deck and look that deck. And then they brought up the Shadowscapes Tarot by Stephanie Poumon Law. And I've been looking at this deck for years now. She's a watercolor artist. I play with watercolors and inks myself. And I just remember just seeing how beautiful her artwork was. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to get myself her deck. It looked beautiful. I saw a flip through. And so I went ahead and I purchased my Shadowscapes, and I brought those today. And the artwork, there's only one card that I'm really not very happy about, and that's like the Three of Swords, because she actually puts, now I love swans. Swans have been one of my animal totems since I was a little girl. I used to collect them, and I still have one from my grandma, my grandma Johnson, that I still have. And she actually used a swan for that card, and she put a sword through the swan's chest,
Oh.
and with a drop of blood on it. I'm like, no. But it's supposed to be a painful card, so
Yeah.
but the artwork, I mean, look at this hermit. I just love how she balances her design. um her her compositions are just so beautiful, and it's hard to see with my camera, but they're like other figures within these other forms, and they're just so. And here has two dragons for temperance. There's a blue and a yellow dragon in there.
Mhm.
And I love this, the Seven of Wands, a mother fox protecting her babies from a
Oh, look
badger or
how
something.
big
So
she is. Oh my.
I
Yeah.
mean, the
Yeah.
the deck and the art is beautiful, but it does say shadow, so she does address the shadow. And what I
Mhm.
love too about her, I'm looking. Oh, look at the star card. The star card is one of my favorites of all the decks, and the star is just absolutely beautiful. And I love too that she uses the animals. Hey, Beth, Aspasia Rising. It's the Shadowscapes Tarot, my dear. I treated myself this week to a new deck, and of course, again for the Eight of Swords, she used a swan. At least she didn't, kill the swan in the artwork. Um, but there is the for the death card, she's actually has a phoenix, which I love. I mean, it's just like I'd be sitting here all day pulling out cards. The High Priestess. Oh wow,
Mhm.
look at that! Just absolutely beautiful. I mean, all
I
these
love her
cards.
channel where she actually shows how she draws.
Yep, there it is. There's the death cards, the phoenix.
Mm.
So really, really
Oh,
lovely.
beautiful.
And Karen said, I won the Sacred Destiny Oracle on Benny's channel. It came in last Saturday. Benny who? I don't
Oh, The Fool's Apprentice. He's got the most wonderful channel. I
the
just
Fool's
love him. I
Apprentice.
found him through Gerald, and I just love his channel. He is so positive and just, I mean, he's precious, precious.
I'll have to check because I need more positivity
Oh,
and good energy
he's
and
wonderful.
stuff.
What he is doing, Heather, is he finished his education and everything, and has a good job. And then he's always been interested in the tarot, but he just really couldn't afford to do it, you know. And so what he did, oh, great, Kristen. Um, he decided to record his journey as he learned the tarot, and he's the Fool's Apprentice, and it's just wonderful.
Because for a second there, I got confused because I know there's Johnny from the Tarot's Apprentice, but I never heard of the Fool's Apprentice.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'll have to look that up. I've never heard of this
yeah,
person.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
oh,
I
I'm
think,
glad I get to learn new people.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Truly,
Yeah,
truly, truly.
I tried introducing myself in a there was a woman doing a true crime reading, and I had subscribed to her, and I pop in every now and then. And for the first time, I just thought I would stop in and say hello. And
Huh?
she acknowledged me and thought the way she said my name, she thought I was two people. And I typed into the chat, I said, no, I'm just one person. I go, I also have a tarot channel. That's all I said. And then I started saying hi to people in her chat. And oh, she got angry with me. stating that please don't go advertising yourself in my chat. She goes, I would never do that. She's from India, and so she's going, I would never do that to you. And she goes, it's disrespectful. And I was just like,
Wow.
and so I typed in mostly for her people in chat because they were so friendly. They were all saying hi to me. And I was typing in saying, listen, it wasn't my intention to be disrespectful. I wasn't trying to advertise. I was just saying hi. And someone said, it's okay, but why don't you just go ahead and remove the comment? I couldn't. And I said, well, if there's a moderator and she has no moderators. And so they were like, well, I go, well, I'm just gonna go. And they're like, oh no, they're like, no, so can we please stay? Just moving forward, just don't, you're welcome to stay here. And she's like, yeah, you're welcome to stay here. Just don't. And I said, well, I feel uncomfortable now. I just, and I said, and I didn't mean to, be rude. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your evening. And she's like, oh, and the lady was like, oh, move on, and I'm just like, it's okay, love and light.
Yeah. Oh my.
So from now on, I learned if I go into another reader's channel, I, wait to see, because if someone were to come in, like if, Kristen were to come in and we're talking and Kristen said, well, I have my own channel, and she does, that's all she says. And
Yeah,
she's not
that's
like
fine. I mean,
putting,
I could understand
her links in
drop
there
it,
without
tried to
permission
drop
or
a link
whatever,
or something, but
um, I
goodness.
would be like, well, welcome. And, you know, share, your channel, what do you do, and but so maybe it's just a different culture with the Indian people. And that was maybe I mean,
Yeah.
she's got like 11,000 people. I don't think I was going to steal anybody from her.
Oh goodness. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so yeah, we all have our different quirks and our energy. But
Hmm.
I always welcome if anybody comes in, as long as they're nice and they say hi, and they're polite to chat. And if
Hmm.
they mention they have a channel, as long as we get a good vibe off this person, go right ahead. I mean, it was just, yeah. But Nancy has a new deck too that she would like to share.
Oh, I found I just well I it's funny because I had it on my wish list. It was kind of like a pre-order, and I put it on my wish list because I didn't want to lose it, where I couldn't find it. But I saw it on Gerald did a live with Richie Longman Tarot,
Mm-hmm.
and had the Ken Payne, who is the creator, and Chris Butler is the illustrator. The Hecatean Path. Uh, we were discussing. Ken pronounces it Hecate. I had always heard Hecate, but you know, I don't guess it matters. But I guess Hecate sounds more elevated, doesn't it?
Like I said, growing up, when I started learning about different goddesses, I've heard her name, I think, even pronounced maybe a different way as well. It just
Oh.
depends on your tradition and how, that tradition was raised to, not raised, but brought up in that tradition, and how
Mm-hmm.
to, Hecate. It's just, yeah, it's any way you say it, it's beautiful. You can
Mm-hmm.
feel the power,
It has
in the
it
name.
has a couple of spreads in it, and it has a very small amount of information for each card. He is going to create a larger um, guidebook, which you'd have to buy separately. But the
Hi, Sharon.
cards are
Thank you.
absolutely beautiful. Here's one, the card of initiation, the mysteries.
Wow.
This is the card of dreams.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like that. Yeah. Um, origins. Choices. And here's the back.
Mm.
And this is the restless dead, unresolved past. That's powerful in its own way, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And here is companionship. Now there's some
Yeah.
energy.
That's very, like Beth was just saying, that is very Chris. If people think that some of that artwork looks familiar, Chris
Yeah,
Butler
yeah,
does the Healing Light Lenormand, and also the
healing light.
Healing Light Tarot.
I have the tarot, but I don't have the Lenormand. This is the card of protection.
A snake.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No, no,
I
no, no.
wouldn't have put that
No,
up.
snakes are supposed to be very potent, powerful,
And
and
I like,
goddess based,
look at
so it's
the
fine.
card, the journey card. Look at the face in the moon. Isn't
Is
that
there a
beautiful?
face? Oh, let me put you on
Uh-huh.
the big screen because I can't see that. Okay, I see it now. Right there, looking down.
Isn't
It's a
that
female. Yeah,
beautiful? Yeah. Um,
very nice.
and here's the guardian card. There's so much reflection because there's shiny
Mm-hmm.
cards.
Yeah,
And it's
kind of glossy.
here, one before the gate. And this is the card of obstacles. This is kind of creepy.
It's a three-headed demon dog. Well,
Yeah.
she does have the three-headed hounds, and they're
Uh-huh. I
supposed to
guess
be the
that's what
ones that,
that
you
is.
know,
See, I don't know
protect her.
much about her, so and so I don't know whether you oh, and here's the card of messages. That's very powerful. But I
Hermes.
mean, there's very little information. Oh, and here's the death card. And then I'll
Hi,
stop.
Harley. Oh, I no, I love that because I love animals, bones,
Yeah.
and skulls. I
Yeah.
mean, very George O'Keefe. Again, boy, I got some O'Keefe energy going around me today.
And this is interesting because the Lady of the Wild Beast is nature, and there's a well, it could be a wolf or a dog, a lioness, and a goat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, there's all different.
She has different associations and
Mhm.
connotations, and then there's, now that there are more people who are openly being able to worship and or honor or work with these deities, these energies, that it's opening more now for people to share their vision and how they come to us, like how angels will sometimes come to people as wings so they don't scare people from maybe their pure energy form. So I think too, as we evolve as a spiritual society, a lot of us are going to start feeling more comfortable and connecting in with our guides and with the goddesses and the gods, and then them showing to us what we need to see to be able to learn their lessons. If that
Well,
makes sense.
okay, like one of Archangel Michael has been with me my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
He has communicated with me. But if I woke up and I saw him with his wings outstretched and a flaming sword, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Radley Valentine described him one day in his cards when he was a guest with Kyle Gray on Colette Baron Reed,
Uh-huh.
where, because I was always like, why, when I meditate with Archangel Michael, it's always, him sitting at a desk in the library holding, a pen and a book and paper. And he had told me, isn't the pen as mighty as the sword? You could be protective and do things, that way. And I said, that's wonderful. I always thought it was kind of odd for me because everybody else around me was saying, flaming sword, big chest, big flaming Fabio hair, and all this and that was fine. But for me, that was just like too romance novel, almost kind of like, and sometimes a little scary, like you said.
Yeah.
And so that was how he showed himself to me. And then I watched this video where he had Kyle and Radley on, and Radley, I think it was Radley Valentine, had a deck where he showed Michael sitting at a desk and there was a library behind him and he was right. I'm just like, there we go. It was so cool to see that. It was like
Yeah.
confirmation for
Yeah.
me, that yes, I am connecting with Michael and what and Karen said she peed her pants. Nancy, she saw that.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's the power of it, but there is, I mean, my experience that I had with Michael is, and I didn't know it was Michael, was when I fell down a steep flight of steps
Oh,
and
wow.
landed on concrete. And the way it happened was there was the house that we lived in. When they built the house, they added on to it. And when they built it, they forgot to put steps into the basement. So what they did was they just cut like a hatch, like a door that you would lift up this way and built the steps. And they were very steep going into the basement. And we always kept it closed.
Mm-hmm.
But I always had a light on in the basement. And I had gone down there and straightened up stuff and done all the laundry, and I turned the light out. And the hatch was closed. It was in my son's bedroom, our youngest son. And when we came home from doing something, I went in and took a shower, and my husband and son were out in the living room. And Stephen had gone down into the basement and did not close the hatch. And I came out of the bathroom and walked into this hole.
Oh, my God.
And so all of a sudden, I no longer had anything under. I mean, this happened in just a
A
nanosecond.
split second. Yeah.
But I knew what had happened. I had this instant recognition of what had happened to me. And immediately I felt wings. I felt something around me. Something was protecting me.
Mm-hmm.
On the way down, the first thing I did was hit my head. And I lost consciousness. And when I woke up, but see, I went down the steps, I was unconscious. I was relaxed. I wasn't fighting it.
Mm-hmm.
I had bruises. I looked like I had been beat with a 2x4. But when I woke up, I was in a fetal position at the bottom of the steps. And I was all right. I hadn't, I had a concussion, but and I always wondered about that because I knew of people that fell down the steps and broke everything they had.
Yeah.
And some people don't survive
Mm-mm.
And I told my daughter, I said, if I hadn't survived that, I would have been okay. I felt this presence there. I don't, I can't explain it. And she said, I don't even want to go there. Let's don't even talk about that,
Mm-hmm.
But a couple of years ago, I was thinking about it. I was meditating about it because you wonder, why was I protected? Why, who was that? Who did that? And in my brain, I heard a voice, and he said, it was me. And I
And you're
said,
like, me who?
and I said, who are you? And he said, I'm Archangel Michael. I have always been with you.
Oh, wow.
And I just can't tell you when I say that how I feel,
Mm-hmm.
But my whole life has been protected. The only time I've been in the hospital was when I had my 3 babies. I'm 76 years old. I haven't had any surgery. I haven't had any car accidents or any kind of, my life has been blessed. I've got friends that, their bodies look like road maps. They've had so much surgery,
Mm-hmm.
and I've just been
multiple.
so fortunate, and so and then I thought, well, why Archangel Michael? But then again, why not? All of us can call on him. I don't know why he's protected me, but I sure am glad he did, and it still does. I can feel him right now.
Yeah, I
He's
always call him in when I'm about to do a show to keep me safe
Mhm.
in prison. Okay, Nancy is one away from 700 people. Sharon's been putting Nancy,
Oh,
Sharon
well,
and
thank you, Sharon.
Jacaranda for
Jackie.
putting in her
Well,
links.
numbers don't matter, but it makes you
I know,
feel,
but
you
699 people. One more. We just need one more.
Yeah, Michael does rock. He does
He
rock.
does.
You know.
And some people were sharing their experience too with snakes. Harley says, I totally dislike snakes, but I was taught to look at them other than a negative symbol. I was told that they are also associated with, excuse me, the medical. Come here. Oh, goodness gracious. That associated with the medical symbol, which makes them also a symbol of healing.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. And then Beth also said the snake is associated with the goddess and healing. The Christian myth of Adam and Eve
Thank you.
demonized the snake, as well as patriarchal. And for me, some of that, yes, but for me, it's got to be past life because it's a lot more deeper than that. Jay, just subscribe 700. Jay,
Thank you.
say
This
yay! Nancy got 700. Kitty dance for Nancy. Nancy, look, he's dancing for you. Kitty dance for Nancy. Kitty dance
Oh,
for
those
Nancy.
green eyes! I tell you what.
Okay, you got to say hi to everybody. Now let's get down. All righty. Yay! That's awesome. Thank you, Jay.
Yes, that's exciting. That's exciting.
Yes. It's always nice when you hit those little milestones.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
I did that this year with 700, and then the following last month I did the 8.
You have, yeah, you are forging ahead.
A lot of that's too is from the true crime. And I try to make sure that Jackie and I keep it as respectful, as possible. But for me, it's something that I find important and fulfilling to do. So it's nice to see certain numbers going up. And of course, there have been a few people I've had to ban from, either like really kind of creepy out there conspiracy comments in the comments, or just people being rude, like, why do you talk so much in the beginning? Why don't you just get right to the cards? And then someone saying, you're accusing this person's husband. How disrespectful. It wasn't even the husband. They arrested a young kid. You ladies call yourselves psychics. And I'm just like, whoa, no, we didn't. No, we never said, nope. Bye-bye. So, the bad with the good, but it is nice to see those little milestones. But like I always tell everybody, for me, it's about the quality over the quantity.
Ginger Faye, Ginger Faye's Tarot and Divine Musings. I do readings with her, and she did a tarot normal with Ramon. And
I was there. Yeah.
The next morning, she checked her count, her subscriber count. I went up to 150 people. She thought she was like 200 and something forever, and now she's over 500. I mean, she, and I was so happy for her, because, but she thought YouTube was messing with her or something,
Well, sometimes they do go through. Oh, I see what you mean with the extra subs. Yeah.
Yeah. And then she'd wake up the next day and she'd be back to her original count, but it's stayed there. So I don't know what she's got now, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to have Ramon on because she does her tarot normal and I do my para oracle, and we've been back and forth a couple times on both. And then Ramon's like, "Oh, I want to do paranormal too on your channel." So I have lots to plan for the month of April with Ramon, and starting with this Wednesday. So yeah,
that's wonderful.
And I was there. Yeah, we were pulling cards on the child and the mother that was in the house, and Carolyn Booker was there. Jay was there pulling cards.
Sending love to you, sweetheart.
Mama Sushi. Oh
yeah.
Yep, she just had her little one.
Yeah.
She actually was in the she was in the maternity ward waiting to give birth, and she popped into one of my lives when I was reading. I think it was it Riley or somebody I was reading on, and she popped in, and I'm like, oh, you're hanging out. It was so we were all in chat sending her lots of good vibes for a fast and safe and healthy baby, and congrats, mama. Beth, that's what I wanted to say, but I just went ahead and
well, I have found when a troll comes in to a chat, if you welcome them and say you're so happy that they're there and everything, they leave.
Well, this was in the comments.
Yeah.
So, but in I've had a couple now because I've gone up a little bit. I've had a few trolls, and one asking about bare feet and stuff and whatnot. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, bye.
Well, you know you've arrived when you have a troll.
uh,
But I had a troll in one of my lives that I did that said something really obscene,
mm-hmm,
and I don't know how I just saw it the instant it was up, and immediately deleted it. I don't think
mm-hmm.
anybody saw it, but I've
Same
never
here.
seen any. I've never seen anything. With such. I'm surprised that it didn't get flagged or something just by the
Yeah.
algorithm or whatever the heck they call
Yeah,
it.
you have to
Uh,
report it, but sometimes they still come back. I had a couple of vulgar ones from a certain individual last year, and yeah, they've been banned. They've been, I mean, you can always create another channel, and I keep my eyes open, but yeah. What? See, I once got a message from a guy saying he fantasizes about his mom being a witch and turning him into a peanut butter sandwich. It takes all kinds. It really, really does.
yeah. Well.
Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, that's something I would like to, pursue a little bit more too, is reading into some of the mysteries and stuff. I enjoy that because we watch the stories, places with Bigfoot and aliens and stuff. And some energy, I'll see some places or whatever. I'm like, no, I really don't want to tap into that, even with just my cards. No, that's okay. But
Yeah.
there are other ones that kind of like, well, that sounds interesting. Like I want to do one on Mount Shasta with that hiker that went missing. He was in his 70s or something, and he had just walked a few feet ahead of his buddies because he left just a few minutes earlier from the tent going up Shasta. And the buddies saw them, and he had turned a corner. They caught up, they got right up there not long after, and boom, just absolutely like vanished straight into straight air, thin air, So I thought that would be an interesting
Yeah.
case, mystery to read
Wow.
on. So, but yeah. Well, on that note, I have to go. Okay, Kristen. At least it's on a good note, a good laugh. So you have a lovely evening too, sweetheart. Um, so let's see, Twisted, go ahead. You have a little gem in your hands. Are you still in separate hospitals? Oh, did Amanda did everything? Oh, she transferred. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everything went well, Amanda.
Well, Amanda, so many people are holding space for you and baby sushi. So, and your
Baby
husband, it
sushi.
sounds like, yes. So, just know that we love you, and
Mhm.
we've we're just sending you love and light, and just mm, you're a mama now.
Yes, and hello. I just saw Linda Sandoval. Hello, my dear. She just popped in to say hi. We are at 5:48, and I just want to go ahead too really quick before we move on. Um, how's your energy level for?
Oh, I'm fine. I just need,
Okay,
I'll pull decks for whatever we.
Nancy is a very busy lady for people coming in. She has been doing a lot of live shows, been getting new subscribers. She's now 700. Wonderful. And so she had a long reading, couple hours today. So, but we'll be able to pull a few cards for people with our wonderful decks. But yesterday was Easter weekend, as everybody knows. I call it Happy Bunny Day because I don't follow, Christianity religion, but I love calling it, Bunny Day. The Easter Bunny and all that fun stuff. And Oyster is actually the goddess that the Catholic Church took over to help convert pagans to Catholicism.
Mhm.
That was the name of a goddess in Europe. She was the goddess of spring. Her animal is the hare, the rabbit. Her symbols are the eggs. And so, in the tradition of different people in the areas coloring them, painting them certain colors in honor of the goddess. And her name was Ostre. I've heard it pronounced again like Hecate, different ways. I've heard it pronounced Ostri, Ostre, um, Ostrea, and some other, and I think a couple of other different ways. But She was a Germanic. She was the Germanic goddess. This is just lovely, and I know it's a little watered down because it's Calepier and Reed, but it says, hope and new life are blossoming everywhere in your life right now, and this is something to celebrate. The Germanic goddess Astre sings to you and assures you that your intentions have lain dormant long enough. So during the winter, spring, time to start growing. When she appears, bearing the fertile power behind the coming of the spring, you may feel a surge of energy to implement your new ideas. You feel strong and capable of accomplishing so much at this time as a sense of newness permeates your life. Fresh opportunities come out of nowhere and seemingly drop onto your lap. You feel a readiness as you are truly poised for success in whatever interests you. Allow for new experiences to be what they are by adopting beginner's mind. You remain open to what life has to offer you, and you will be so glad you did. Enjoy this wonderful time of new beginnings and welcome the gifts of the goddess Astre has in store for you. So, everybody, again, happy Easter. And, for Astara, which is also named based on her name, is, the spring equinox of when, pagan and Wiccan celebrate, the wheel of year. And Astra is, excuse me, I can't even pronounce it right. Astara is celebrated to in like the week prior or so of Easter, and I found out too that Easter was based just before the next full moon that comes right after it. So again, another association in the calendar to help bring the pagan people over to Christianity. So they all go hand in hand. So whenever you have a major Christian holiday, that's actually based on an early pagan tradition. So I could use that surge of energy. Yes, I hear that apparently today, according to Michelle Marie, and who knows, just because I said her name, who knows, she might pop into chat like she sometimes does after I mention her. But she did a short today. I guess Mercury goes into retrograde today. And on top of that, we have that solar eclipse coming up. They're even selling T-shirts here in Buffalo for it. So this must be like really big deal. I might get one. They're kind of cool looking. And so we have a lot of different energies. Some could be a little stressful. So just really tapping into like what the goddess Astre, those seeds that you're planting. Just have patience. What's that? Relax. I love that. Just
I'm
spritz.
prepared. I'm prepared.
Very cool. Oh, bye, Beth. You got to run. My little bohea has to go out. Okay, bye, my dear.
Care Bear, you said you could use that surge of energy, and I had just pulled this card when you said that. Gathering your power.
Oh, wow. She's riding that dragon.
I
Wow.
tell you what. Yeah.
Woo.
There you go.
Ride that dragon, my dear. So I got pulled card and I got the Four of Pentacles, another dragon. This is a yellow dragon. So maybe withholding back a little bit, spending unnecessary unnecessary spending, but just really kind of like maybe withholding back. I'm feeling like what we're talking about energy, the pentacles are about artistic projects, things for the home, our health, maybe just taking this time to step back, get grounded, kind of protect your energy, making sure those boundaries are up and healthy and secure. And I just love that yellow dragon. I just love how she's got all these dragons, in here, along with the swans. So, all righty. Am I going to watch the solar eclipse? Probably not. They do have.
I don't think I'm in Western North Carolina, so I don't think we'll have much of an eclipse here. I think it's more like around Michigan and Indiana and Texas and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess we're supposed to be in the path of it. They're selling the T-shirts and everything. So And the
I
classes,
oh yeah, I'll have to. What day is it again?
it's the 8th,
Okay.
April 8th.
Well, if it gets dark, I'll know what's going on.
Well, we've been having back and forth rain, lots of rain, and then the sun comes out for a few days. It gets cold, it warms up. So as long as there's not a heavy cloud cover, people should be able to see it. But I've seen some pretty cool
Care Bear,
T-shirts at Walmart and Wiggins up here.
Mother of Dragons. Whoa.
Yes. So I got the little ticker in there if anybody would like a little divine feminine message, some cards pulled, go right ahead. I am, of course, using my new Shadowscapes tarot, and Nancy has several lovely new decks that she will likely be pulling from for you. So until I see a request, I'm just going to pull random cards because I just love the feel of the shuffle. Ooh, the Chariot. Moving forward. It might be Mercury into retrograde, but taking control. I love how she talks about in this deck, the Chariot is about taking control of let's see, I have it right here because I'm going through the book, and I love going through and seeing the different expressions of how people write about the cards. And this is about triumph over obstacles, achieving victory, and focusing intent and will. So with everything going on, just staying focused, being patient, maintaining discipline, and I love assuming the reins of power and authority, and driving with the unwavering certainty in a cause. So there you go. Another little collective card. Jay says, "Oh, your birthday. When is your birthday, my dear? Is it already?" JJ. All righty. Okay. Got you, Fatima. So Jay has a birthday. That's right. She's a fellow Aries like Allison. Oh, it was yesterday. Oh, everybody, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jay. Happy birthday to you.
You have a very nice voice. I pulled 4 cards for the collective. Can I do that?
Sure, I'm gonna put you in the big seat
Okay.
just so we can see those beautiful. Well, we can see your beautiful face too. Let's see those
Thank
beautiful
you.
cards.
First
Gotcha,
card
Jackie.
is breaking the chains. We all have chains that hold us. They could be chains of self-doubt, chains of I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I don't, I don't interact well with other people, or whatever it is. We all have those chains. Got to break those chains, and you have to believe in yourself. Look at this. Look at this. You have to believe in yourself. You have to love yourself. It's so important. You can't love others if you don't love yourself. And then cherish the day. Find bliss just everywhere. It's everywhere. Just take time to see it and feel it. And find what's really important. And what's really important could be little things. It doesn't have to be big things. It's important for me to put seeds out for my birds when the weather is really, really cold. Of course, I do it all the time, but they rely on me because they know that when it's so bitter cold that they can always find something to eat, seeds and suet cakes. And that gives me great pleasure. And it's important to my little feathered friends. So just small things like that can be very big things when you take it into account.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you, Nancy. Can I have a card for my birth? Oh, so Delia's having a birthday too this month.
Ooh.
Wonderful. So I have
all the best of us were born in May. I'm a May baby. I'm the 17th.
The 17th. I was supposed to say December. A lot of the women in my family are the first week of December. So, but Yeah, beautiful.
May
My mom and
7th,
dad were married in the month of May. So,
May 17th, I will be 77. Remember the
and you
70
don't look at Nancy.
Sunset Strip? Do you remember that? That
Sunset Strip.
show? 77 Sunset Strip with Efren
Mm,
Zimbalist Jr. and Ed Burns. Now, see, I'm dating myself. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
I remember Apartment 227 in the 80s.
Okay. Jay, what kind of card do you want? Do you want dragon energy or do you want angel energy or divine feminine energy?
I have cards pulled for Jay. They're a little interesting.
Mhm.
Um, not this. Well, I'm like Jay. Do I share these?
Dragon
But
energy.
sometimes dragon. Sometimes sometimes the uncomfortable messages are the most important ones. But I'll leave this up to you, sweetheart. But it's got some good flow here. So Jay, the first card I pulled for you is the Devil card, and so something that um, is around you that you might be struggling with, something that you feel may be, you know, holding you back, something that, there may be an energy around you or a person that maybe you shouldn't have in your circle anymore, but you care about them. I don't know where that one's coming from. But just something that some unhealthy, energy, something. Let me just look at my little booklet here because I love the way Stephanie interprets some of the cards. So here she mentions losing independence, um, overindulgence, um, feeling hopelessness, close in, and a limit of options. So that might be something that might be going on right now. To me, that's that line at the very bottom. And I'm looking at the other cards here. And also, what's very interesting here is that there's a mask. And it also kind of feels like maybe somebody was wearing a mask. And recently, um, someone finally took off that mask and kind of showed, who they were. Next card I have is the Five of Swords. So again, there's some sort of kind of battle going on, maybe some sort of type of maybe bullying, um, or either there's like the sense of defeat, like a battle going. And I don't know if this is maybe something that you're going through internally, or something's going on in your circle externally. But the next card I have is showing you moving forward. I got the Chariot. I just pulled the Chariot a few moments ago, and this is about taking the reins, taking back your power, moving forward. You have these beautiful unicorns pulling your chariot. You have the turtle mother. You got that mother energy, and that spider too at the bottom. And oh, very cool because at the bottom of here is the little spider, the chariot. It feels like with the spider building that web, helping you guide along on that. And at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy, I got the spider again building that web, and it's the Eight of Pentacles. So whatever it is, you're letting go of that. That's moving into your past. You're moving forward into this beautiful chariot, and you have Grandmother Spider helping you build this beautiful web of connections, of security. You're developing skills, you're developing a plan and a way forward. And I love the greens. I mean, this was my favorite color today to be painting with my inks was the greens. So yeah, these are your cards. Let me just pull one more from the top. The King of Cups. That's beautiful. Feeling emotions. And this could be very well maybe your hubby helping you through this too. Tapping into that King of Cups, the intuition, the empathy, the compassion, the kindness, and the caring and the support. This could be hubby. This could be you bringing this out of yourself. Or this could be very well the energy of those that love you that are around you. So and I just love how he's talking to the little seahorse right here. Just beautiful. I just love this deck. I'm so happy I got this deck. I really am. So, and oh, hi, Thomas. Thomas from Tarot
Yeah.
Your Way has joined us. And I'll give it over to Nancy.
Jay, I have three cards for you. The first one is, and you said dragon, so this is dragon energy. Is Artanis and Erislu. Open yourself to the gifts that life brings. Be grateful and patient, and you will receive all that you require. And I wanted to read you what this says in the
I love that deck.
about it. This is a message from this dragon. Practice letting things happen rather than rushing to try and influence them in advance. I'm so guilty of that. Trust in Artanis and me. We will prepare you to be fully guided by the spirit world. We will teach you to wait for the right moment and to recognize when you should follow the signs and promptings from the outside world. Be aware that there is a time for everything and trust the voice of your heart. I love that. The second card is the Air Dragon. Helps you rise above earthly matters. Communicate honestly, bring inspiration and hope. See life from a higher perspective.
Mm.
And this card, this next card, I feel is a message from your spirit guides. It is the miracle card. You are making a difference.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So I believe this is a message from your spirit guides, Jay. And I'm sure you know what they mean. So that's what I have for you.
Oh, that I mean, I love that other dragon deck that you have, but that one, that last one was just stunning. I love those colors, that pink.
Yeah.
Just really, yeah. Jackie says that's pretty. But Jay says it's okay. She goes, yes, makes sense. I'm calling people out on their BS. So, but yeah, you're taking. She's got the reins. She's got that. You didn't even show a whip in the hand, but I'm sure it's there. She's got to pull it out. So, yes, that card is powerful. She loves it. So nice and happy, birthday again, Jay. I hope you had a beautiful day yesterday, and of it being Easter too this year. How wonderful. So Fatima would like. Let's see, which deck was that last card, Nancy, with the pink dragon?
The Dragon Riders Oracle.
That's what I thought.
It is by Christine Arana Fader, and the illustrator is Elena Dudina, Dudina. And it is, the list price on it is $19.95, but I would imagine it might be a little less on Amazon.
Okay,
Purchase responsibly.
Thank you.
Card pull. Okay, for Fatima.
Oh, I've got hers already. Fatima, it's the same messages over and over, my dear. It's the same message, different week, sweetheart. But yep, I got the justice card for you. Let me just pull up the bigger screen on this one here a little bit. Where's that blue screen? There we go. So it says, you can see on the bottom, it's kind of tiny. It says justice. So this is the justice card. And so this is you, and I love, instead of a sword, she's kind of got she's got a quill in her hand. And again, the truth is, is mightier than the sword, So again, instead of a sharp instrument, the sword, you write, the quill, you write what you will and will not accept. You write down your boundaries. You're basically writing down your declaration, your statement of authenticity, and you're sticking with that. And you're working towards justice, or you're, I don't say in pursuit of justice. You're holding the space for justice, because again, I got the Five of Wands, which is about conflict, and we know all about this conflict is all about. And at the end, though, I got the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is about victory. And so there you go, my dear. I love how they sometimes just come out, boom, boom, boom,
Mhm.
and they tell you that story so effortlessly and so easily. So I'm going to give you over to Nancy.
Fatima, I have two cards for you. Thought I'd bring a little dragon energy into your reading. And here's Melahale, and the dragon is Chamhagchalu. And it says, Melahale has spoken. I am the light in the darkness. I will guide you to divine love. All power, all lower energy must bow before my power. Talk about angel wings. We got some rainbows on that one. And then I pulled a Mother Mary card for you, Fatima. Our Lady of Divine Presence. Your heart is capable of bringing spiritual energy into your life and the world when you allow yourself to trust Our Lady and open your heart to her. There is a healing integration taking place between your interior spiritual life and your exterior physical life. This will evoke change that is sometimes unsettling, but as the healing transformation unfolds, great joy shall flow from what transpires. Trust in what is happening. And that's what I have for you.
That is beautiful. I'm glad you had the Mary Mother deck. I don't know where that is right now. It's in one of my boxes. So always nice to get a message from Mother Mary in case people are wondering where do I keep, where is she? I usually been having her behind me. I just didn't want to take the chance of the cats jumping on the window now and moving things around where she'll fall and break. So she's right on my table, right in the corner here, watching over everything right now, along with my dragon, with my Bastet, Archangel Michael. I got my Hermes here. I got the whole gang here. My grandmother. So yeah, my little
You got it
um
covered.
I've got it covered. Um, wow, that feels right to me. Thank you, ladies. You're welcome. And yes, Mother Mary is perfect for Fatima, most definitely. So let me unstar. Let's see, we already read for Jay and Jackie.
Oh,
Jackie, boy, it's gotta be late where you are, Jackie. Oh my goodness, she's a night owl. Just love how these cards shuffle too. Although, like my tarot of the haunted house, there is a bit of a smell. I'm not really thrilled when I get a smell on the cards, but hopefully that'll work its way out. Okay, at the bottom. Ooh. Ooh. Well, this is interesting, Jackie. Okay. Well, Jackie, my dear, I start out with the Four of Cups. So that's kind of like all these, there's like three cups here in the past, emotions. I'm looking at the cards. And so for me, these feelings are possibly relationships, connections with possibly, doesn't necessarily mean an intimate partner, but these are very intimate relationships with people very close to you, and it could very well be an intimate relationship with a partner or somebody in the past. And the mermaid's there, she's dancing these around on her tail, and there's that one, she's kind of like looking out for, kind of, just waiting. And I had to find where it was, and here it comes on this beautiful dove on the wings, and just kind of sitting there looking, waiting for this love to come in, this new opportunity, this new creative energy, something to kind of fill that void. Six of Swords. What has happened in the past, you're being carried over them. So that beautiful swan is carrying you through, kind of like in the dream, the astral, just moving you forward into something new. And Jackie, I see the little, and Jackie, the last card, the Lover's card. And that's why I was going with kind of like maybe an intimate relationship, somebody maybe new coming into your life, or that you've been hoping that would come into your life. um, those emotions in the past, the Four of Cups, that beautiful one coming down. And I love that's coming down from spirit, because it feels like, okay, this is going to be a gift from spirit coming down to you, being brought down to you. And that beautiful swan about transformation too, moving forward, leaving the past behind. And then this beautiful lovers card. And this could, very well be an intimate relationship with an individual, or this could also maybe be also connecting with your inner self as well, that inner relationship that you have with yourself. Because a lot of us, we need to make sure that that inner self is balanced and well loved before we can allow another person to love us. But I'm seeing my hubby, yearly hubby, Four of Cups. Oh, sweetheart. But I don't know. Something, it's like something new is coming your way. Um, with, maybe a platonic first, maybe new friendships coming in that might lead to something. But yeah, these are beautiful cards, Jackie. So I'm curious to see what Nancy got now.
Well, the first card I got for Jackie is from the um, Lemurian deck. Trying to think of the exact name of it. We were just talking about it, Jackie. But anyway, it's the Portal Keeper, and I love this for you. And look at the cat, and see that portal. Look at that. Portals are a gateway to other layers of reality. They can be accessed through inner practices or externally in places such as the planet's vortexes. Gently explore the edges of your existence. Spend time listening in the forest. Deepen your meditation practice. Dance yourself into ecstasy. Explore psychic tools and study new healing modalities. If you feel lacking in purpose or life seems a little mundane, remember there is never a reason to be bored. What we experience with our physical senses is just the tip of the iceberg. Magic exists wherever you care to find it. Look between the lines to limitless discovery. The second card is Aurora and Maxalu. Um, your true power is the light of your own magic. Remember that you are a powerful, magical creature,
Ooh.
and you are. And the last card, this is so perfect for you, Jackie. It's a card of trust, but it's about love and friendship. And
There you
I
go.
know that you are just loved so much by all the people and all the chats that you're in.
Mhm.
Um, and I think everyone in those chats would hope to count you as one of their friends because you are
Oh,
a loving presence. Um, you you add a new dimension to the channels that you mod for. And now that you're having your own channel and that you are going to be branching out and doing readings, um, this is a card of love and support from all of your friends in the YouTube tarot tube community. I'm sure this is a
mhm.
sign for you, um, that we've got your back. And look at her clear eyes. She's just ready to go forward. I love that for you, Jackie.
Me too. She says that's beautiful. And that also reflects what I have, because that could also be, this love that's coming in, the love from people.
Yes,
She's doing her channel, and that bird
yes,
is bringing
yes.
that in. And that could be also very, well, hubby on the other side, helping you bring these gifts in and connecting you with people, moving forward on that beautiful swan and that lover's card too. Again, the intimate
Yeah,
relationships, and that you make,
yeah.
with yourself and with others here. That's just beautiful. I love how they both go hand in hand. She says, "Oh, thank you, Nancy. Um, thanks, both of you. You're welcome. Oh, I don't want to say much love to Jackie.
That's right,
Yes,
Harley. She's an
yes,
online angel. Yes, she is.
yes." And we have one more. And that is Odelia would like a card
Okay.
or a reading. And her birthday is on April 17th. So I got another Aries, right? Yes, because Taurus is the end of it, was the 22nd. Okay. I'm still learning my astrology and knowing when one sign ends and the other one starts. So Odelia Medeiros. Every time I see Medeiros, I keep thinking of Glenn Medeiros from the 80s. Those beautiful love songs. I used to listen to him at bed at night with my headphones on and my cassette player. Yeah, his record company was actually in Buffalo. It was Amherst Records that Glenn Medeiros was signed to. Yep. That's long gone. Odelia. Oh, I like these cards too. Oh, Odelia. These are nice. So let's see. Odelia, I have read off the Three of Pentacles. So you are in the process of creating something new, working on a new project. These stars, whether you're working with other people, maybe your sister, spirit, but we've got something beautifully creative going on. And I just love how below here, he's lifting her up while she's creating. I just love that beautiful support right there in that card. This could very well be hubby, or this could be spirit lifting you up, holding you up. And this could also very well represent your sister, family, but you're being lifted up, you're being held up, and you're being encouraged to create something really beautiful right here. And doing that, I got the Six of Cups. We're having a tea party. Who doesn't love a good old fashioned tea party? So for your birthday, this feels like if yeah, with your birthday coming up, this could very well be the birthday party. This could be you feeling very nostalgic, celebrating, having your family around, and just really reliving and feeling those beautiful memories of nostalgia and tapping into that childlike wonder, and that inner child that we all still have, even as adults. And then the last card, Adela, even 10 of Cups, just emotional fulfillment and happiness and celebration. So, just a lot of beautiful energy, beautiful cards here. Um, yeah, you're surrounded and loved by friends, the spirit world, your guides, your family, and just here's to another year around the sun too for you, Odelia. Hope you have a beautiful, beautiful birthday. I'll give it over to Nancy.
Delia, I have three cards for you. The first is I pulled a Mother Mary for you also, and it is Our Lady with the moon at her feet. There can be suffering in recognizing what lights up your heart and then doubting whether it's possible to manifest it. Our Lady knows what will help you break through spiritual inertia, freeing yourself into fulfillment. That which seems impossible to change shall be overcome, not through force, but through perseverance, trust, and devotion. Believe in her as she believes in you, and all shall fall into place. Excuse me. The second card is the card that says begin.
Ooh, I love that deck.
And I love this card because it looks like she's holding, almost like she's holding a birthday candle. It looks like a birthday celebration, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you're beginning a new year. And I take this to mean this card is brilliant beliefs, luminous life force, and personal power. I think this coming year, you are going to be on a powerful spiritual path. I think that your angels and your guides are going to be working very diligently with you, and that your spiritual path will have a depth that just resonates to your very soul. And I'm very excited about
Oh,
that
it's
for you,
beautiful.
Adelia. Excuse me.
So Jackie was letting Odelia know she might have had to step away. But Fatima said that her and Odelia have a shower and a wedding coming up. So
Ooh.
there's a her baby coming on the way, and there's
Mm.
a wedding. So
All
lots of
kinds of
celebration coming
celebrations.
up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I
But
tell
I
you,
love that card because it did look like a birthday
it
cake.
did,
And
didn't it?
that deck is on my list too of decks that I want to get. So the more I see you use that, the more I love that deck. I really do.
Yeah. The only thing is, it's expensive because it you have to order it from England. You
Oh,
talk
okay.
about the mermaid's purse.
Yes, that one, that
Yeah.
little one. Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be wonderful if she would let it become a mass market deck.
Yeah.
If she will do that. Her first deck, the Mind's Eye Tarot, Olivia Rose, was mass market. It was U.S. Games. They picked it up immediately when they saw her artwork.
Mm-hmm.
But then the next deck, she decided to do it independently. So I don't know for
Yes,
whatever
because
reason.
I found out, and I remember Kristen Louise sharing with us that where she goes through, I think she goes through making playing cards or something. They have
Uh-huh.
already made roughly $800 off of her, and she hasn't seen a check yet
Oh wow.
because a lot of these companies take a very big chunk
Yeah.
of the artists. That's why we ask people, we implore with people, make sure that you don't go to places like Timu. And when you order decks on Amazon, Etsy, it's really not an issue on Etsy, but just be very sure because even when, you know, artists go through a regular mass market or an independent, a lot of times these places take still a good chunk, like Etsy, they take a good
Yeah.
chunk of your sales. And
Yeah.
that's why a lot of indie cards on Etsy do cost so much, is because they take at least, I think, 50 or 65% or something
Oh
like that
wow.
of a sale, I think. So
Yeah.
yeah. And I put up Amanda because I was wondering if the new mama would like a card. Amanda, would you like some cards, new mama? I keep wanting to say mama to be, but she's already a mama now.
It's a yeah. Yeah.
I would love to be able to pull a card for you, Amanda, if you would allow us to. But yeah, um, Kirsten said that, because someone was saying, well, go through, this other place, and she's, I already am, and they just take so much money. Um, Mama Sushi. Why do they call her Sushi? Oh, because she like, oh, twist. Oh
Yeah. She's
my God,
twisted. She's twisted
Heather.
sushi.
I'm
Yeah.
so used to calling her Amanda and seeing Quantum. I wasn't even putting the, yeah. Mama Sushi, would you like a card? I'm just gonna go ahead and pull, a couple cards for Mama. Um, Page of Cups. Oh, perfect. New young life coming in. I love the Page of Cups. Um, I got a feeling this little girl's going to be an artist, a dreamer. Um, she's going to write poetry. I just love everything about a Page of Cups. Anything really with the cups when it comes to the core cards, because you have the dreamer, the artist, the poet, the sculptor, anything that's creative, very intuitive, very empathic. Um, just going to be one of those beautiful light beings that are coming to this planet to help us heal and grow. So I absolutely love that card. I'm going to look at the bottom, and I got the Four of Cups. So for me, in this instance, this is kind of going to be like her growing up and looking at the water and looking at the cups and going, okay, what can I do? And there's going to be this beautiful, you know what? Yeah, I feel like this is going to be, and Amanda, you're going to be like nurturing her into this beautiful new world and helping her connect with her emotions and showing that, you know there may be other cups, which may be other emotions or things or options, because like with the Seven of Cups, that has to do with, sometimes daydreams or options or fantasies. But for here, it's just like showing her that, these are going to be in the past, but there's something beautiful. And for me, it just feels like this beautiful, beautiful connection to spirit that she's going to be really expressing that sense of spirit. This is very watery. I mean, just absolutely beautiful, watery cups. This new girl of yours, and just you too, being a page of cups, guiding her, showing her the way. And I just said showing her the way, guiding her. What did I just pull at the from the top of the deck? The Hermit. So yeah, Mama's going to be her guiding light, her mentor, her teacher. Those are the words that Stephanie uses for this card, which I love. So yeah, just beautiful cards, Amanda. So hopefully, and thank you, Jackie, for letting Amanda know when her reading was. I couldn't resist.
Amanda, I have 3 cards for you. The first, I pulled a card from Kuan Yin. It is Dance of the Butterfly Queen. Look at this.
Let me
Isn't
put
this
her.
beautiful?
Oh, wow.
A pure heart attracts divine grace, and that which was impossible becomes possible. From caterpillar to winged creature of delight, you cannot restrain what divine grace ordains, no matter how incredible it may seem to be. Whatever has been troubling you or whatever has been inspiring you, allow grace to infuse the situation or dream so that it may unfold with divine perfection. And 2 from the Archangel Michael deck, 2 cards popped out for you, Amanda. The first is Trust Your Angels. Let go of your expectations of how your dreams will come true. Trust that heaven has a perfect plan. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, there she is
Look at the
looking at
little
the.
girls looking at the.
Mm-hmm.
And then trust the guidance you're receiving. Archangel Uriel has blessed you with a brilliant epiphany. I am also present to clear away your worries so that you can trust your divine guidance.
Oh, wow.
It is so powerful. Just think of the power of your angels and your spirit guide. I love that for you, Amanda, and we love you and baby
Yes, we
Sushi.
do. Baby
Aurora
Sushi.
Rose. Isn't that a beautiful name? Aurora Rose is what they named the baby.
Oh, I didn't know what the name was.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Aurora Rose. Oh, wow. That is so beautiful.
It is.
Well, I think she had to leave. So thank you, Jackie, for putting um, the timestamp in chat for her. That's beautiful. So, well, we are at 6:30, which isn't a bad time at all. It's when we roughly,
Yeah.
wrap things up. Do you? I can't. I know that you said. I don't think you have anything else coming up this week, or do you have something planned?
On the 4th, at 8 p.m., I am going to be on Colorful Forsyth channel, Sylvia, and we're going to be talking about our spirit guides and angels. And Amanda, we did your reading. Jackie did a timestamp on it,
Right above.
and we pulled some beautiful cards for you.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So, and we're holding space for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and baby Aurora Rose, and your husband too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Daddy's little girl. You know, my husband and our firstborn was a girl, and they had such a special relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Yes.
I love that for
Beautiful.
him. Yeah.
Alrighty, so on Thursday with Sylvia, and tomorrow Tarot Tuesday talks with me and Jackie. Jackie's Crystal Moon and Spiritual Rain, and we're going to be having special guest, this lady here, Care Bear Bard of Cards. Karen will be joining us, and we'll be sharing our favorite cards from our decks. And so looking forward to that. And then we're going to be doing some us readers are going to be doing readings for the readers for each other, and then we're going to do one for a collective. So it's going to be a fun time tomorrow. So
It sounds like it.
1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be there if you're inclined. And then Wednesday, haven't come up with yet a case. I'm thinking about that young boy with autism. I know there are a lot of people in our community and outside that have been reading on this young boy. His name is Sebastian,
Yeah.
and he
I
has
think the
autism.
picture. Yeah.
And it was interesting because I had decided to pull a couple cards last night, and I hadn't closed out YouTube. I wasn't watching any videos, but my feed was on, and there was a woman who's not a part of our community, but she was holding up two cards, and out of the two cards, one of them was the tower, and the first card that I pulled out for my deck was the tower.
Mm,
So some of the cards I was getting just was kind of sad. So
yeah.
um but I'm going to be talking to the ladies tomorrow. We may very well be doing Sebastian. Yeah. Um, and there's another young man too that's missing, Caleb. And there's also still some kind of speculation about what happened to that bridge in Maryland, where that barge lost power
Yes.
twice,
Yes. That's
and just took out that whole bridge all at once. And unfortunately, there were road crews on there filling potholes, and they lost 6 people on the bridge that night. They're thanking God it was at 12:30 at night and not during rush hour traffic. Um,
yes. Yes.
but there's been some energy, I guess, that people are wanting to read on around that. Made me think of the Mothman. Remember that bridge on Christmas when everybody was on the bridge and then all of a sudden the bridge. So just sending a lot of
Wow.
love and prayers to the people that lost their loved ones on that bridge in Maryland,
So sad. So
um
sad.
and to Sebastian's friends and family. I know right now that the biological mother and father really aren't on certain people's radars, but it's unfortunate that again, we have to protect our children. So
Yes. Yeah.
um and then Friday, oh well, Wednesday night I have Ramon Moon Scarab joining me at 8 o'clock for Lenormand readings, where we'll be doing some of our readings using the haiku that we each created
Oh, that's
individually from our decks.
yeah.
So that's
That's
going to be fabulous. And then, of course, Friday evening, we're going to be having again, Allie and I, not Allie, well, I call her Allie, Allison, so I don't confuse people, Allie with Heart and Soul Connected, but Allison and I, my girl and I are going to be doing our Friday show again. And I think we might have a guest this week. I'm not sure. Um, but, things can change. People might come on. So yeah, everybody, thank you again for hanging out with Nancy and I and supporting us on
it's been
another
great. Thank
Monday. And thank you again, Jay, and people who have subscribed to Nancy and helped
you.
her get
Yes.
that lovely
Thank
700.
you.
And we will all see each other, everybody, in our next show, our next live and chat. So have a wonderful evening, everybody.